What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I've actually got a pretty special video for you. I've actually partnered up with Pete and Pedro to kind of go through some of their body washes and what fragrances they best pair with. So obviously, if you guys aren't familiar with Pete and Pedro, they're a fantastic grooming company for men that was actually started and founded by Aaron Marino of the Alpha M YouTube channel. And Pete and Pedro really specialized when they came out. They've got hair products, body washes, and fragrances as well. And lately, their body washes and fragrance have been my personal favorites, clearly because I don't have a lot of hair to style, but they've got some fantastic products, and I'm gonna kind of show you how I pair them each. And I'm gonna do so by kind of going through 3 different scenarios and show you 3 of their most popular body washes and 3 of their fragrances and kind of how they pair and what situation you can use them in. Now, the first one is what I call clean and fresh. So when you think about clean and fresh, you think about kind of a light smell, kind of a clean, soapy smell, maybe a little bit of a hint of mint or some other things in there. And that's why, honestly, the perfect place to start when in terms of body wash from Pete and Pedro is their Invigorating Mint smell. Now, what's great about this one is that you just get an overwhelming surge of mint. And what's really cool too is it's kind of pearlized here, kind of has a little bit of a shimmer to it. But what I love about it is it just is going to start you off with that foundation of that clean and fresh smell. Get you smelling a little bit manly, a little bit like mint, clean, soapy kind of smell. And then what's great is you can take this and then pair it with Pete and Pedro's Hero fragrance. Now, for those of you that are unfamiliar, Hero was actually inspired by Acqua di Gio, which is arguably, actually might be factually, the #1 best-selling men's cologne of like all time. Your grandpa wore it, your dad probably wore it, and Hero is inspired by that fragrance. Now, what's great is all of Pete and Pedro's fragrances are EDP, so they're a higher concentration than you would find in even, any Acqua di Gio. But what I love about it is you kind of have that clean and fresh smell, and that's what really made Acqua di Gio so popular, is that it was just perfect off the rip. It had a fantastic top note, and then you kind of get into those manly base notes. And the problem is, you'll kind of hear it a lot, and if you look up any reviews, a lot of times that fragrance doesn't last very long. And what's great about this is that Hero from Pete and Pedro, actually, because it's an EDP cologne, will get you about 4 to 5 hours before you have to reapply. So if you're just going to the office and you want to have that clean and fresh smell going on, rock this, pair it with the mint body wash, and you're good to go. So next up is what I like to call the classy gentleman. And when you think of classy gentleman, you kind of have a very, very masculine smell. You kind of have some like amber notes in there maybe, and maybe some like leather or something like that, but just kind of an upscale, elevated smell, right? And nothing kicks off that foundation better than Pete and Pedro's Gold Body Wash. Now, what you get with this one, besides the cool metallic gold color, is that you get a great manly scent with kind of a little bit of a hint of leather. And what's great about that is that that sets the perfect foundation for this classy gentleman vibe that you might be going for, whether you're gonna rock a turtleneck and some slacks, or you wanna go full on dress up and rock a suit. But you can't go wrong with gold as the foundation for that. And then what you're gonna do is pair this with Pete and Pedro's King fragrance. Now, King is one of my top favorites from them, because what's great about this is it's actually inspired by Creed Green Irish Tweed, which kind of has that manly, mossy smell to it, a little earthy maybe. But what's great about it is that when you smell this, you just get hit with a masculine, manly smell. And it's perfect because when you smell it, you just kind of think of that elegant lifestyle. And it just smells absolutely amazing. That's why it's perfect to be that go-to fragrance when you want to have that classy gentleman vibe. So like I said, whether you want to just kind of have an elevated business casual look, or you want to rock a suit like James Bond, King and also Gold from Pete and Pedro are the perfect foundation for the classy gentleman. All right, guys, so we've got the clean and fresh look, we've got the classy gentleman, one's a little bit more casual, one's a little bit more dressed up, right? So what's in the middle, you might ask? Now, this one is kind of a unique one. A lot of guys kind of like this smell, but they always struggle with finding the right body wash or the right scent and kind of take this look or this feeling to a whole new level. And that level is the Bad Boy. Now, when you think of the Bad Boy scents, you're thinking leather jacket, boots, jeans, that sort of thing. Just kind of a dark, mysterious sort of vibe, right? You know, you might think of like your Johnny Depps or someone along those lines. And you really can't get any more of a foundation started for Bad Boy than with Pete and Pedro's Desperado. Now this smells bomb. This smells like rum and tobacco, and it just has a manly, like musky scent to it. It is the perfect foundation for that bad boy vibe that you want to rock. And then when you want to top it off and take it to a whole new level, you have got to top it off with Pete and Pedro's Rebel. This is their best-selling cologne. This one is absolutely phenomenal. This was inspired by the OG itself, Creed Aventus. And if you've smelled Creed Aventus, you know how amazing it is and how many compliments it gets. I get just as many compliments wearing this one as I do with the real Creed Aventus, and this one's only 49 bucks. And again, none of these fragrances are direct clones, but one of the best things is that because they're inspired by those scents, if you like those scents or your spouse or significant other likes those scents, then you're gonna love these. And because these are EDP strength, you're gonna get about 4 to 5 hours out of these before you'd have to reapply. But again, you can't go wrong with Rebel to top off that bad boy look when you've already taken a shower and used the body wash for Desperado. This is gonna take your bad boy game to a whole nother level. I guarantee you. Now, regardless of which sort of style you're going for, whether it's the clean and fresh, the classy gentleman, or you just want to have that perfect bad boy vibe going on, I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to use one of these. These loofahs are a game changer because not only do they kind of, rough up the skin a little bit and get those extra dead skin cells off, they're going to create a lather and just kind of top off your experience. So when you want soft and supple skin, but you still want to be a badass, make sure you pick up one of the loofahs from Pete and Pedro. So that's it, guys, for today's video. Now, what's fantastic is that through myself and Pete and Pedro, we're going to be offering a special discount for you guys. So if you want to get that special discount, make sure to click the link down in the description below and then use the code CMetcalf15. So that way you can save a pretty penny on already amazing fragrances. And if you liked this video, guys, drop me a thumbs up, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and put below in the comments what your favorite product from Pete and Pedro is. We'd love to hear it. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll see you guys then. Peace.